Hello, everyone, and welcome. You can sense it through the pageantry, the tradition, the electricity that permeates this place as we get set for a terrific game. What we have in store for you today, a clash between a couple of SEC teams that could have season-long ramifications. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. So the South Carolina Gamecocks offense takes the field. And here's the man they rally around, and he has earned that type of respect, David.
You dang right. You earn it by doing it, and he's done it at such a high level. Everyone believes in this young man, and Palmer, there's a reason why.
You're right, David. He's been in the big moments, and he's won the big games. This guy delivers when the game is on the line.
The give to the tailback. And he's not going anywhere to start the night as the home team greets their visitors rather rudely. Looking to pass on second down. Throws to the wideout. Makes a connection. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. And the Gamecocks come to the line in the hurry-up.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
It falls incomplete. How about the trickeration on first down that just goes awry? This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. What that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
They're going to throw it again. Flips it out in the flat. Discards a man. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. The Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. He knew the heat was coming. He had to get rid of it in a hurry, and he did so beautifully.
Perfectly. I don't need a big gain. I don't need to hold on to this football because the longer I hold on to it with the blitz coming, the worse things are going to happen. I just need a few yards for the first down, get it out of my hand, get the first down.
This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Running play to the left, working for the end zone here. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. You can't hear yourself think on 3rd and goal. Feeling some heat. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. They pick the spot. It's going to be about a 37-yard attempt. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt. They got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
Looking for a crease to the left. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll run play action. Floating away. On the run, fires downfield. That is just a sideline credit. Roll, catch, toe drag, everything you want. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. They'll try the right side. Still on his feet at the 45. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Pulls it and fires to the left. He stepped out of bounds after a huge play, but hang on just a second. Defense might get bailed out here by a flag. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense getting set for first down. On the option. He'll toss it. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. Sprints into the end zone for a touchdown.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here on the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
Trying play action. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now, you see their jet.
And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack. And the Gamecocks will call on their punt team. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Gamecocks decide to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Gets off his first one of the day. He was called on 5 times in the victory last week. Fair catch was called for, but there is a flag on the play, and we'll have to sort it out. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So the offense keeps this drive alive thanks to the roughing the punter penalty. Leaves it with the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. And the Gamecocks are in the hurry-up.
Just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Running with power. And the heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. The Gamecocks will try to pin them back with the punt. His first one of the day gave that leg a workout 5 times in last week's victory. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown, everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
A huge pickup on the play before he goes out of bounds, but the question is, will it stand? There is a penalty marker on the field. Line gets set, first down. Fast motion from the offense. Quick touch pass to the receiver. The expressway is wide open. He's got the sideline going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line.
This defense really needs to be careful. They have to play with great eye discipline, understanding where the football is at all times. Moving forward, they have got to know if this guy has the ball because he is dangerous in space.
It's caught. That's a...
Coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they've pushed the lead out a little further. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a two-play drive. The kickoff unit about to go to work. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Give to the running back. At the 35, he's got room. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. And the Gamecocks moving quickly to the line.
Those outside runs, if they can get the edge like they do, great job by the right guard, right tackle, getting the edge. And now what does this do? This makes cornerbacks come up and tackle. Safeties come up and tackle. As opposed to linebackers and big defensive players, you get your guy out in space where he can use his speed and his physicality against guys that usually cover and don't come up and make tackles.
We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Power football with the run. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there, third and long coming up. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third down, going up top. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. The Gamecocks send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollard.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The run to the left. At the 35, he's open. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. He's now up to 95 yards on the ground, and he came into this game leading the nation in rushing. Holds and fires complete to the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. These guys have really performed at a high level in SEC play, and the task is to try to keep this groove going.
Yeah,
He lobs one high down the left side. Finds the finish line for the touchdown. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish with a big play, a touchdown strike from the 46. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll step out of bounds at the 16 and leave his offense with a long field in front. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
You know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matches.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks, that's the way to make the quarterback feel like he...
And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. We might as well state the obvious. 1st and 2nd down didn't work out. 3rd and very long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Blasted as he lets it go. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. And the Gamecocks will send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. He only needs a sliver of daylight. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. Boy, this is just the type of field position this offense wants. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Got enough space. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Looking to throw, it's Carter. He's got it. And it's a touchdown, puts 6 on the board. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point gives them a 28-3 lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
2 very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Utah is going to get out of Dodge with a win. It's a shave that might have been a little closer than Utes fans wanted, but a road victory feels great no matter what the final score is. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Handoff from the gun. Picks his way ahead, pick up of 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line. A 3rd and short coming from their own 20-yard line. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Getting some heat. Coming after it. And the sack all the way back at the 5.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Quick pass on the jet motion. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over.
Hauls it in and takes it in for a touchdown.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting...
Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. He's moving out of the pocket. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. 2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. He looks that one in nicely. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Trying to escape and get it himself. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. The Gamecocks want to crank the tempo. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Keeps looking downfield. On the move at the 30. And he's finally down, sliding in safely after the huge pickup.
Fantastic job there buying time and then using his speed to go get a huge chunk play. You saw on defense a lot of people in the back end with their heads turned around chasing receivers.
And he strides his way into the end zone.
Nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going to the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point cuts into the lead just a touch, 35-10. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. Oh, he's going to take a chance and bring it out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David, it's sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
And he'll run across the sidelines after the good game.
Listen, they didn't get the huge play off of that, but I love the ability to show that and be able to show plays off of that jet motion and just show them you're willing to complete it. But, you know, get those little chunks at a time. It doesn't have to always be a home run.
Running toward the tape. Big pickup before he goes out of bounds, but there is a flag. We'll have to see if it stands. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Now on second down. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Got room at the 35. Flying down the left side. The 20. 10. Touchdown.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with the long run for the touchdown. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. And the returner is stopped. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. The give to the running back from the shotgun. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. And the Gamecocks will bring the punt team onto the field. He's got great speed. Giving him his pads. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've got a terrific start from there in beautiful Miami Gardens.
The Gamecocks will kick it off to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be dragged down. Now this This offense will take the field again. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. It's complete. A huge pickup. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. That kind of play will send a surge of energy through your offense. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the... Snags it! Bounces and squirms his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
A lot of times you see those receivers, as soon as they get by the DBs, you know, that hand goes straight up in the air. I got him. I got to step on him. He got to step on him. And the ball was thrown perfectly out in front. You can see he runs underneath it, gets it, and gets the long touchdown on the go route.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
One of the things that makes this guy so dangerous is how good he is after the catch. If he's got any space around him, he's able to burst. He's able to make people miss and get extra yards for his offense. You saw it right there.
Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34.
It's a nice game, but the big theme here is they just haven't been able to get the run game going in the offense. They've been very one-dimensional. They're just not being physical enough at the point of attack.
Finds a soft spot in the middle. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
And the Gamecocks will snap it on 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. Pulled down after a pickup of 5, but they knocked that defense back, and they've got it down to the 34.
And after having a nice game like that on 1st down, for the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on 2nd down.
Hey, that's a live ball. And the ball will bounce out of bounds on the fumble.
Well, they got a really nice drive going on offense. They're on their opponent's side of the field, but you're not going to come away with any points if you turn it over. And they've got to do a better job of ball security. Very, very lucky that ball went out of bounds.
They'll start this one from the 29 on 1st down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. A shot toward the end zone. And that ball is picked off. Really nice focus by this sophomore, and he jumped on his chance to make a play.
Some defensive players just have a knack. Throughout the course of my career that you can't coach it. It's not speed, it's not strength, it's literally I know when to break on the football, how to go get it, and how to pull it in. It's just a knack.
They'll run behind the big guys on the right. At the 35, he's loose. Off he goes. He's at the 30, the 10. Touchdown!
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the 2nd level. Great vision, and then it shows you the speed.
just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Add those stats, young fella.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Shakes off the defender. They make the stop, and this running game moves the chains as they get the first down. Clock ticking away as we have 4 minutes left here in the third. Hands it off. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at second down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on first down.
Now facing a third and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Got it set up on the outside. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The Gamecocks line up to punt it away. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Now the pitch. At midfield, he's got room. And there they go again with another huge gain on the ground. He's finally run out of bounds. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. Across the 25. He's got room. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Takes it into the end zone for a touchdown. On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
They say pressure bust pipes. This quarterback can attest to that. Goodness gracious. They're getting after him all day. There's a reason they're behind. Pressure the quarterback goes a long way to getting the W.
They'll run the screen. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down? They allowed the completion, but this defense was swarming to keep them away from that first down line.
Yeah, and you allow completions in those third down situations underneath the sticks, and you come up and rally, and everybody flies to the football. That's great execution by this defense.
And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. And now the offense will come onto the field again, ready to fire from the pistol. He leaves it with the back. All kinds of running room. And the runner is down, and so is the flag.
Hold it.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Looking for a productive play on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires on the move. It's complete.
Well, if you're on defense, I mean, that's the way you want to get this quarterback running. He's right-handed, so get him to go to his left where you expect the accuracy to come way down. If they continue to do that...
Going to throw it over the top of the D. And it's caught inside the 15. He's got it, and he'll take it in for the touchdown. Lining up for the PAT. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a two-play drive. From inside the 10, here he comes. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. He wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. He makes the catch. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. A new set of downs after the completion.
Great job by the quarterback throwing against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him over.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to the ground with the running back. They've got the play bottled up. Fumble, it's out. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. First down here for the offense. They're going to test the right side with this one. At the 35, he's got room. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
And obviously this offense has had their way, getting the huge lead. And now, when you know it's a running situation later in the ball games, you're still getting pounded. This defense has...
Got some room headed to the goal line. And he barrels into the end zone for a touchdown. If you want to know how to reach this guy, just send his mail to the end zone. That's where he lives.
He definitely is today. And I think the defense has to be getting a little... the same guy beating him time and time again.
And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? And the returner goes down. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. This one feels as if it's starting to get away from them a little bit, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, there's a lot of teams in college football at this point that would just quit. So, David, we're going to find out a lot about this team right here.
Just running out of opportunities. You give opportunities away like this, you're trailing. Every possession is going to be important from here on out.
Off the play fake. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He's going to pass. Pocket starts to collapse. He'll pull it down. Short gain on the play before he slides.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
He was able to squirt free and pick up a few and avoid a negative play there. Trying to pick up a first down. Shotgun snap on third down. Makes the grab on the left. Slips one guy, now he's loose. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. And the Gamecocks are flying down the field. He's looking to throw it. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. A first down sack can wreck a drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. He's looking to throw. With the catch, it's Punga. Bust through behind his pad. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. The Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll go back to the ground. Pulled down after a pickup of 3, balls at the 13. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Just feeds the running back. They get him down, but not before he picks up 6 to the 7-yard line. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Makes the grab. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
South Carolina.
Yeah, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note. A little bit.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. We'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. To the air, it's Carter. He'll get rid of it. Finds a man on the right. All down at the 38-yard line, and a big pickup of 15 yards there. On 1st and 10 from the 38. Looking to move it through the air. Using his feet to buy time. And the quarterback was trying to extend the play, and the defense brought it to a close. A first down sack can be a drive killer. Now it's 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. Oh, looked upfield too soon and dropped the football, and it'll be 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. The give to the lone running back. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain. No harm, no harm.
Oh, it's a fake, and the kicker's going to throw it. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And he grabs it. He's run out of bounds, but not...
It's complete.
And a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Brings up second down.
Last play didn't go as planned. Now 2nd and 10 from the 26. Here's the handoff. Just a 1-yard gain leaves them with 3rd and 9. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He's got it in the end zone for another touchdown, and this is a full-fledged beatdown.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Line gets set, first down. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. We'll see if they can dig one up that goes forward this time on 2nd down from the 18. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Finds his target down the middle. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. Good job by the receiver knowing it was man coverage. If he's looking, he's booking. He gave his quarterback the eyes right away that says, hey, I'm not stopping. Put it out in front of me. I'm getting this first down.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On 2nd down, just keeps firing. Got him downfield. And stampeding through the defense. I'm sorry, you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous parting gift. A late touchdown.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Here comes the offense on first down. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. At the 35, he's open. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Scanning the field, it's Carter. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Couldn't connect on that last play. Now 2nd and 10 from the 42. He's looking to throw. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Hits him in stride inside the 10. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get concerned. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day. And apparently, their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring. And the defense better do something about it.
And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, a big-time top 25 duel. Let's get right to the pictures. UCLA is on top, but it's not like Troy Aikman or Gary Beeman are playing quarterback today, which is why they can't pull away. They're up by a field goal over Nebraska. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Going up top on first down. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. They're working that left side. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle. The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10. He wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. Just another big play for this guy who spent the entire game wide open. Couple of touchdowns there, and he moves the sticks again, David.
Yeah, so I'll keep finding him, Reese. I mean, this is the guy that, listen, we're in the second half now. He's already made plays. I know I can trust him, so I'm going to continue to feature him in this offense because I know he'll continue to make big plays.
Smashes him with the stiff arm. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them. But exactly, get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision. And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
The incompletion brings us to second and 10. He's looking to throw. Fires to the middle. A strike downfield. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it first and goal.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing worked.
Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. It's not only a great play, but tremendous discipline by this sophomore to make the pick. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. The option look. He'll pitch it. At the 15, he's loose. Oh, look out. There he goes. They're able to make the stop, but this offense running plays and racking up yards all the way to the end as they get the W. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your unit. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Welcome to Lexington, Kentucky, the Bluegrass State and home to the Kentucky Wildcats. And Big Blue Nation has turned out, revved up, and ready to go. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, a crew looking to make a statement. Kentucky about to kick off to get things underway. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. All right, guys, here's our first look at this offense today. And not only is this guy the energy and the engine of the offense, there's a certain charisma that he has that sort of elevates everyone around him.
He's got a moxie about him, Maurice. It just seems like when he's in the huddle, he's got 10 other sets of eyeballs looking at him and believing in him to lead this offense down the field towards scoring points. This guy is a leader in every sense of the word.
Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
When you go on the road, man, oh man, do you love hearing the crowd. But more importantly, you love shutting the crowd up. There's no better feeling than coming out, getting that juice going, getting that confidence going, and getting that running game going right at them and gashing them right out the gates.
They'll snap it from the 39, first and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Got his man. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
This guy's in the Heisman picture because his stats are just ridiculous, and he threw for over 300 yards last game out. He's putting up another monster game here today, guys.
They've crossed midfield at the 45 with a first and 10. Starts to scramble to the left. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage. They've really performed at an elite level in conference play, and that'll build your confidence as we continue through this SEC season.
This was a team that was really motivated in the offseason coming into this one, and they knew the challenge ahead of them, but they also know how talented they are. And, David, they're putting that on display each and every week here in SEC play.
And let's pump the brakes, because if they're happy with what they've done so far, they're going to have some losses. Like, this is a tough league. The SEC is not easy to navigate. They're going to have to continue to grow and get better, but it's a heck of a start.
That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball.
His drive was clicking along, but now it's 2nd and 14. On the move to his left. Slings it downfield. Pulls it in. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. They're looking to pass from the red zone. They're bringing heat. Takes a hit as he fires. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. After the quarterback and receiver couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. On the option. Now the toss. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And it'll be a touchdown.
I think a lot of people probably expected to see that, right? They're playing on the road, and you know this is going to be a hostile environment, but they've got the better players, and we've seen that before, and there was no hesitation. The opening drive, they go right down the field, they score a touchdown, and they made a statement.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and the score came on an impressive run from the 20. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. So the Kentucky Wildcats offense will go to work for the first time today. Typically, the last thing a defense wants is to have a backer on a wide receiver, but we may see some of that today, guys.
Typically, you don't see linebackers that can run like this guy, and that's why they feel okay letting him cover this dynamic wide receiver one-on-one.
Yeah, and feel okay. It's not going to be a good thing. You better get your hands on him early. Put your physicality. Let that win. It ain't going to be your speed.
They move the tight end all over. On the move, it's Ramsey. Now they've got breathing room, got 6 all the way out to the 20.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Got room at the 35. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
He'll heave it deep. And it's caught inside the 25. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys on the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Laundry down on the field as the pass is incomplete, but let's see what the penalty is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The Wildcats are rolling down the field. They want to throw it. Finds the tight end. And there is nothing doing on that one. You got the completion and nothing else to show for it. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. They'll give it to the back. They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25. They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. Pressure coming. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. He'll swing that big leg for 3 from 44 yards out. It's good. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. He'll start the return inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Going to the running game. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Goes to the option. He'll toss it. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Looking for a man. It's Carter. Looking to the big tight end. He's got it. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
Throws a nice completion there for a first down. This guy has been the biggest key to this team's success all season long. He's shown up in big moments. He's won big games. He's putting up big numbers, and that's why he's in the discussion to win the Heisman Trophy.
Now on second down after the incompletion. He's looking to throw. Oh, so close to paying off the tip drill. He had it in his hands, but it falls incomplete. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. He unleashes a long one, and he's in for the touchdown. The AT unit on the field. The extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the final 41 yards covered by that touchdown strike. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down.
Bad news for the defense. They gave up a first down on a scramble. Good news, though, they got a lick on that quarterback. That is a dream shot for anybody on defense. So, yeah, you might have made a good play individually.
Got a lot of running room at the 20. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
A first down run in the red zone. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold it, offense.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Kentucky will come to the line with a first and goal. He's looking to pass. With the catch, it's Stokes. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. On the move. And he'll be stuck. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4. This defense has given up ground, but stood tall at the end. Forced a field goal last time. They'll try to do it again. On third and goal, they'll throw it. Unleashes to the end zone. Picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, coming into this game, this offense knew that points were going to be at a premium. If you can't score touchdowns down here in the red zone, you at least got to come away with field goals, but you can't do that if you're throwing interceptions. That's just poor execution by the offense.
With jet sweep pass. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20. And now on second down for this offense. Back to pass, it's Carter. Escapes trouble. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster? You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. They're trying to get to him. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that's a play on third down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. He's got it, and they convert. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, this guy has shown up time and time again for his football team. Top 10 statistically in passing yardage this year, but it's been in big games, in big moments where he's really shined. And that's why this guy's in contention to win the Heisman Trophy.
Throwing right. Complete downfield. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
And man, this guy's shown you the whole gamut, the whole arsenal. Like, he can run, he can throw, he can handle the moment, he can handle pressure. I'm interested to see how he finishes this season. He's already in the top 10 in total touchdowns, rushing and passing. Had a phenomenal year. Now is the time late in the season when you can go win those individual awards.
Here comes the offense on second down. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. There to make the stop, but they use the back in the passing game and pick up the first down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And the QB has had a nice drive, and this offense has been throwing the football all over the yard. You want to stop that? Get pressure on him. Nice job getting to the quarterback, affecting him, and even better, getting him on the ground.
He's got an open man. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Touch pass on the right. Smashes ahead. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down.
Hold it. Offense.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Back to throw, it's Carter. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Into the end zone for a touchdown. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. And the extra point makes it a 21-3 lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Minnesota is currently trailing in this one, but I've seen crazier things in Minneapolis. Trust me when I tell you that. On this field and off it, this game is not over. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Nebraska. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Picked up some yardage with that completion, now second down. He's looking to throw. The freshman able to get home with the sack.
And that's his second sack of the day. And guess what, dudes? He leads the nation in sacks. You better know where he is on every play. That dude has a knack for getting quarterbacks on the ground.
A 3rd and long coming up here. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
There was just nowhere to go with the football for the quarterback throwing it. So he tried to create, he tried to extend the play with his legs, just not able to get away from the defense, and now we have 4th down.
Here's the return. Makes a move. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. At the 35, he's loose. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. They move the chains on the ground. Now another first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Caught near the sideline, it's Sanders. They'll line up for a second down play. He's looking to throw. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. Throws for the tight end. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup.
And you really want your best player to be your quarterback, to be your leader. And he's been that all year long. Dude, he's in the top 10 passing in all of college football, and he's leading this team very much in the Heisman race. And guess what? Got a chance to end the year strong, make a statement, and go out and be maybe the best player in all of college football.
And he's into the end zone for a touchdown.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming in this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point gives him a 3 lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points?
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. It's caught downfield. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. The aerial assault continues. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Line getting set on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Campbell. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
He gets a block. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. Offense set on 1st down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. Dropping back, it's Carter. Deep shot for the end zone. And it's lobbed into the air, and that one's going to be picked off.
Offense would love to have that one back. Down here in this area of the field, everything has to happen faster. Decisions need to be made quicker. The ball's got to be out quicker. Routes got to be snapped off faster. They were just way too late. And as a result, the defense gets the INT.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Let's see if they go back to the air on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. And the catch along the sideline will come up a little short of the 1st down. Kentucky right back to the line. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Takes it the other way. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what a pleasure it's been to watch these two teams thus far there in Lexington. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by acknowledging the sparkling play of this tight end. The guy's like an aircraft carrier out there as a blocker, and then when he releases and shows off that speed and route running, he's almost unguardable. Gotta believe he won't be able to go anywhere in this 2nd half. attached to his hip.
All teed up and ready to go here in the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
I think the offensive coordinators are there going, thank goodness we don't play them every week. This defense has been suffocating. This offense got to find something moving forward that they can hang their hat on, some kind of identity. Today they were shut down, but listen, there's a game next week, right? Like, got to continue to find what it is that makes this team go, that makes them tick, that makes them get first downs and hopefully move the football.
They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down.
That is the exact situation that every defense draws up. I want you in 3rd and long. I want you in a predictable passing situation. But I don't want you with that guy, because that guy can run around, scramble, buy time, make 3rd and long look like 3rd and short, and pick up a first.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery.
And that is exactly how you draw it up. You get to the quarterback, but you get the football out. You hit him, you try to rake it out. Great job by the defense, getting the sack, getting the fumble.
Buys a little extra time. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on.
Hold it. Offense.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. The offense set for a first down play. Dropping back, it's Carter. Throws to the tight end. Makes a connection. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
And an early completion for this dude, but you'll see a lot of that. I mean, he's been unreal this season. Like, spreading the football around, multiple guys. Every game you look up, he's putting up huge numbers. This offense is built around his ability to throw the football, and that's why he's one of the best in all of college football.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is true, and the score is 35-3. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. Bringing it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. And after that last turnover, David, prime example, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets.
And it just puts you behind the 8 ball. I mean, this offense has to do something. Put it together. You got a deficit, Palmer. You need some mojo. Something needs to go your way.
At this point of the game, they've got to score touchdowns every time they have possession.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You see all this movement in football now, all the stint. The defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard on this run.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Trying to get to it. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. Kentucky will be forced to punt. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. The offense lining up for a first down play. The give to the back. Open space at the 25. And he's in for the touchdown. Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Indiana is going to get out of Dodge with a win. It's a shave that might have been a little closer than Hoosiers fans wanted, but a road victory feels great no matter what the final score is. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams, but boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there.
That is now the 7th sack on defense. This offense cannot protect their QB. It doesn't matter if the defense is blitzing or if they're just winning one-on-one. 7 sacks. That's just ridiculous.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Feeling some heat. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. Kentucky sent out the punting unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Corrals it at the 45. And the returner will be brought down. And the offense takes the field, ready to go back to work. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Takes the handoff. It's Vincent. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
Picks up 1. Brings up 2nd down.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, running back on the move. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. Line gets set, 1st down. Quick handoff. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. They'll try the run.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. They'll have to get it to the 37 on 3rd down. Looking for room. It's Ramsey. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. Kentucky will be forced to punt. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Someone moved a little early, and the offense will go backward.
False start offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense working from the pistol. The give. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. He's up to 86 yards on the ground, and just another day at the office for the national leader in rushing. Quick completion to the right. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Yeah, listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth-quarter comeback. Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. They'll run the option. Now the toss. A tremendous run. He was full bore after taking that pitch. Just sweet execution. It's a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. He'll toss it. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Here comes the option. He'll pitch it. He's off. Got enough space. And into the end zone for a touchdown. The lead gets bigger here in the 4th quarter, and their run continues, about to go 8-0.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points. Touchdowns, and you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And they did tack on the extra point. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Getting some heat. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
I got to give this defense a lot of credit. They were very confident coming into this one, even though they were going up against one of the best quarterbacks in the entire country. They're confident because they believe in their ability to get to him, and they've been able to do that in this game. There's another sack here.
Kentucky sends out the punting unit, and these guys have been busy. Sixth punt of the day. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Returns like that are why you don't. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of